Sejin here. It seems like a lot of Midjourney enthusiasts claim that in order to effectively generate your perfect image, you need to be as descriptive as possible in order to create a well-crafted prompt that generates the exact image you are looking for. Nothing can be further from the truth, and in this video, I'm going to show you how easily you can create a well-crafted prompt that Midjourney or MJ will have an easier time interpreting. If you like this sort of content, make sure to like the video and subscribe to this channel. Let's dive right in. Before we go into creating an effective MJ prompt, we need to understand what a prompt is and something called tokens. According to Midjourney, a prompt is a short text phrase that Midjourney bot interprets to produce an image. The Midjourney bot breaks down the words and the phrases in a prompt into smaller pieces called tokens that can be compared to its training data and then used to generate an image. To simply put, the Midjourney bot looks at your instructions and splits them into smaller parts called tokens. These tokens can be groups of words, individual words, or even parts of the words. The bot changes these tokens into a form it can understand. It uses these tokens and what it learned before to decide how to create your image. You can think of these tokens as little helpers that tell the robot how to understand your instructions and make the picture you want. So basically, it's very important that you choose the proper tokens in order to create a well-crafted prompt. Now, with MJ version 5.2, we're given a new type of command called a shorten. This tool shows you exactly which words are being recognized and how much weight MJ is giving them. So let me show you with an MJ prompt I generated. I made sure the prompt includes all the details that I'm looking for in my image. So now on to the fun part, generating the images. So I thought about this for a bit and decided that I want to generate an image of a beautiful and alluring AI robot playing her violin in a dramatic style, as if she's becoming one with the music that she's playing, if you know what I mean. So I came up with this prompt to describe the exact image I'm thinking of. Envision an alluring AI robot. Her design, a perfect blend of futuristic and classical aesthetics. She is playing a 5-string violin, her eyes closed in deep concentration, and so forth. So let me open up my Midjourney and type /shorten, hit enter, and copy and paste my prompt. Immediately, MJ will basically save you the work and tell you what the most important tokens are in your prompt by highlighting them in bold and crossing out the least important tokens. Below that, you'll see the 5 suggested shortened prompts, and you'll notice that it only used tokens that it recognized and arranged it from very specific to very general. To make things even more interesting, if you click on show details, you'll get a breakdown of how much weight each token has, meaning it will show you how strong or weak every token in your prompt is by assigning them ratings from 0 to 1. A token rating of a 0 will be ignored by MJ, and a token rating of 1 will have a strong impact on your image, but note that sometimes the rating isn't perfect, as some tokens with low ratings will have a bigger impact than tokens with higher ratings. If you click the numbers below, you can generate the corresponding numbered prompts above. But before we do that, let's click on show details. Here you'll see all the important tokens rated and ranked. You'll see that violin has a rating of 1.0, which means MJ recognizes this word and can effectively generate an image of a violin. The next one is a robot with a 0.46, silver at 0.28, envision a 0.23, and so on. So because these tokens have the highest rating, it was suggested in the shortened prompts. All the other prompts with a 0.0 rating will most likely be ignored. Let's run the original prompt through MJ along with the 5 other prompts recommended and compare all the images. So I ran the original prompt through MJ and this is what it gave me. Right off the bat, I just don't get the sense that any of these are AI robots. They all seem like a beautiful woman with white hair dressed in a type of white costume. Number 3 is the only one that seems to be playing the violin, but it doesn't seem like it's really holding a bow. Yeah, it just seems like MJ really missed this one. So I had MJ generate the first prompt, and already it's a huge improvement from the original prompt. However, not one of them was able to accurately depict an AI robot playing the violin. Number 1 and 4 seem to be holding the bow, but the bow is in an offset position. Number 2 and 3 seem to be missing a hand. Okay, so let's look at what MJ came up with in the second shortened prompt. So the second prompt is similar to the first prompt, but if you look at number 3, it has all the elements that I'm looking for. A beautiful AI robot, playing the violin, and eyes closed. Most importantly, it seems to accurately depict the posture and the hand placement of a violinist. I like number 3 the best so far. Okay, so let's look at what MJ came up with in the third shortened prompt. Okay, interesting. It seems like most of the generated images accurately depict what I'm looking for, with the exception of number 4 because she doesn't seem to be holding her bow properly. Number 1 seems different, but I like it. Let's look at what MJ came up with in the fourth shortened prompt. Okay, it seems like robots are becoming less human-like and more robotic, probably because the token alluring skin and eyes were missing from the prompt. I see a violin in all the images, but either the robot isn't holding the violin correctly or the proportion of the violin and bow seems a little off. What do you think? Let me know in the comment box below. Finally, in the 5th shortened prompt, there's literally 5 words in the prompt and it was able to generate images somewhat similar to the other prompts, but because a lot of the valuable tokens were missing, MJ literally generates an image of a silver robot playing the violin inside of a room. Not too bad actually, if you wanted something quick and to the point. Now, when I look at all the images together, I would have to say the 2nd shortened prompt's number 3 image came close to what I was imagining. Of course, depending on the prompt, this won't always be the case, and you can probably use the variation tool to regenerate the images, but this was a good exercise to show you the importance of tokens in MJ. So today's goal was to understand how every word in your prompt changes the results and know that too many words can make the important ones less effective. The shorten tool helps you find the main words in your prompt and ignore the words that distract MJ from its job. It's a great tool to create effective prompts that will generate the image you are looking for, but at the same time the tool itself isn't 100% perfect. Nevertheless, I think it's a great learning tool on how you can improve your prompts by creating shorter and more effective prompts on MJ. As always, thanks for watching the video until the very end, and if you like watching this sort of content, make sure to like the video and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.